Hi Aries, welcome to your most important June messages. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars placements in Aries. However, if it doesn't resonate, I do encourage you, Aries, go watch the other videos. Whatever's going on astrologically at the time, which is going to be Mercury retrograde, and your own natal chart, one of the other energies might be influencing you more than Aries. So keep that in mind. I am clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. I don't just read the cards, but down below, if you do want a personal reading, follow the link, watch the video that is down there. Everything in the videos, which you need to know to book one with me. Also, if you like other tarot content, go follow my Instagram. All my other social media is down below. Let's see what messages come through for our Aries for June. What are the June messages for Aries? I just heard conquer and divide. That's a very Aries thing to say. You are the emperor. A lot of Aries I actually have seen from my own observation have become military men and women. But conquer and divide. Maybe that's a strategy, a tactic. If you're an investigator, if you're a detective, great method. You know, conquer and divide. If you have multiple suspects, get them out of the same room. Make them feel like they're telling on each other. You know, that type of energy. I'm also getting HR with that. So if you work in HR, that might be a good strategy. You know, ask them all the same questions, different rooms. Say one, told on the, you know, whatever. Reverse psychology, right? We have the King of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Star. Some of you guys are starting off pretty fresh and pretty new at a new workplace or with a new hobby or learning something new. You're right at the very beginning of it. You made the decision to go for it, to submit the application, to go to school, to learn something new. Now the Three of Pentacles is starting it. It's beginning it. I really feel like it's going to be something that's very conducive for you though, Aries. So if you made a decision recently to go to school for something, to start a new job, to have a new occupation, I really think it's going to be your forte. I really think you're going to like it and enjoy it. And honestly, I don't think it's going to take long for you to level up. However, I do see you being very level-headed, very intellectual, very smart, also learning a lot and being in the energy to learn. I do see you being someone that's in communications as well, something where you have to talk to people, some type of customer service thing, finance thing, whatever it is, you're going to have to communicate to people, you're going to have to talk to people, but I see you doing really well and whatever it is you're deciding to start new at. I'm talking Yoda-ish, like backwards. Whatever it is, though, you could have Aquarius in your chart. You're going to do really well at it. And I don't think it's going to take long for you to level up or to get good at whatever it is new you're taking on. I really like it, Aries. It's very like Emperor-esque. We have the Seven of Swords. If you're making changes, keep them to yourself. Also, again, the Seven of Swords is strategy. It does represent military men and women, war, strategy, tactics. I think you have a good strategy, whether or not you're that conquer and divide person, because I just got that as a solo message for somebody. I do feel like you keep things to yourself, and in your mind, you strategize well when it comes to your life. You strategize well making these moves, going back to school, going to school, learning something new, getting a certificate, starting a new occupation, starting a new career, starting a new hobby. It was a smart strategy. It was a smart decision that you use a lot of logic and reason to make, and it's going to go in your favor with the Star. I mean, someone's very smart here. Someone's very strategic, and someone makes the best moves possible because they're smart. They're strategic. They think about consequences. They think about if they need to have funding for it financially. They think about A, B, C, D. What if B? What if C? What if C, then D? You know, they think about the logic behind it. Literally, I feel like this individual is good at logic, like the actual college course logic of A, then B, you know, modus ponens. But this person is a very, very heavy influenced person by air. I wouldn't be surprised if the person had a lot of air signs in their chart, including Aquarius. I mean, there's all air on the board here besides the Three of Pentacles. This person's very of the mind. They're just very smart, very logical. But I also think this person's very quiet and keeps to themselves here. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, someone is strategizing, getting into their Ten of Pentacles here. And they're doing it in a very smart and logical way. They've really thought about their plan. Okay, if I start entry level here, how could I get to a manager level? How could I get to a VP? Okay, if I start this little hobby now, how could I make it into a business? How could I make it into something profitable? Okay, if I go to school for this, what career could I take up that could get me to the Ten of Pentacles? Where should I go? What would be the best environment for me? A lot of strategy, a lot of thought. And some of you guys are actively in this. Trying to make a move, really thinking and pondering, contemplating, what is the best way to get to my Ten of Pentacles? What is the best way to get to sitting pretty financially, resourcefully, having people around me I can depend on. What's the best way to get there? How can I build my empire? Keeping it to myself, strategizing to myself, keeping my game plan to myself. And if you need to conquer and divide, do that if that's for you. But I felt like that was for someone in particular. But it's going to require you starting fresh. And I feel like you recognize the value in having multiple talents. I want to say that. You recognize the value in having multiple ways to make money. You recognize the value in having multiple talents or being very well versed in a lot of different things. Like a handyman of different occupations or a handyman of different, careers to dip into. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You know better. You know better. So you could be very solidified in your life right now, but you're like, I could take up this new hobby. But if I took up this new hobby, how can I make money off this? I feel very businesswoman, businessman from this. Even if you always had a hobby, like let's say you've always knitted, right? You always like to knit. You might be sitting there thinking, okay, so I like to knit, but could I sell these Afghans? Could I sell this, whatever, this scarf? You have an entrepreneur brain is what I'm getting, which is very Aries. On the deck is the Empress, and then we have the Page of Cups. And then the Emperor, woo! The highest masculine and feminine energies in the deck here coming out. Here you are, Aries, the Emperor. I feel like you guys are very serious individuals. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, if you don't have kids in a family now, you want kids in a family. That's actually something you're thinking about. You think long term. Again, very smart strategy. You're thinking long term, Aries, long term. Well, how can I get here from there? How can I get there from here? How is that going to work and go in my favor or look the way I want it to look? I feel like you guys are very much manifesting by thought and visualization without even really realizing it, because there's not a lot of intuition here. There's a lot of thought and processing and strategy. And this is an Emperor, right? If I want a wife or a husband one day, how do I get my Empress, my wife or my husband? How do I get the children that I want? Or how do I get the connection I want with my wife or my husband? Well, I need to start here to get there, okay? But I need to strategize to make sure I get there, to make sure it looks the way I want it to. So I'm really going to think about each step. I'm really going to think about who I date. I'm really going to think about where I work. I'm really going to think about who I allow in my life. I'm really going to think about it. Therefore, I'm going to soar and I'm going to get what I want. This is all about manifestation and dreaming. My dream will be a reality. The star, the dream will become my reality. 10 of Pentacles. It's very confident, Aries. I really like it. It's very confident. It's very like, I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I've thought about it. I've devised a plan. I want a family and kids, or I want this job opportunity. I want this business partnership, because the king and not the king and the queen, the Empress and the Emperor can be business partners. I want it. How do I get there? This is how I get there. Okay, I'm going to go for it. Making a dream a reality by proper prep, proper analyzation, and proper strategy. It's a lot of air. I mean, you guys have to have air in your chart. Wow. Or you're just really harnessing that Gemini energy. I mean, it's crazy. And then we have the Death card at the bottom, Scorpio. I'm also getting that divide and conquer energy here. If this is the same person, the strategic person, they know they need to divide and conquer when it comes to getting where they want to get. So if you need to level up in like a company or a business, I feel like you're going to try to dip your toes and dip your knowledge in every little department, and you're going to divide and conquer. You're going to divide your time, divide your brain, and conquer all different things. I feel like you're going to try to take on a lot and learn a lot. Also, I feel like there's no fear here and letting things go that no longer serve you. I feel like it's just very mature. Okay, I tried this 3 of Pentacles route, this job, that didn't work. I'll let it go and I'll try something new. As long as I get to my 10, it's exactly what I look like. Okay, I dated this person, it didn't work out. I'll break up with them. I don't care. Let's try someone new. Maybe they'll be my soulmate, because this person wasn't. I don't feel you hanging on to things out of being lonely or out of being scared nothing's going to come along. I feel you being very like just manifesting, like, nope, this person didn't work out, moving on. Okay, no, this job didn't work out, moving on. Very simple. Very simple here, Aries. I really like it. It's really confident. One second. It's really confident. I really like it. and you're going to succeed. But Aries, that is your message for June. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the side. It will alert you when more Aries readings are posted. Down below, if you want a personal reading, the link is there. Watch the video. Everything you know to book with me is there. Also down below is my social media, including Instagram, which has other tarot content. But whatever you're strategizing, Aries, whatever you want, your dream will become your reality. And you're going to make it look how you want to look, because you're going to get rid of anything that doesn't look how you want it to look. I feel you're going to give people chances. You're going to give job chances. You're going to give hobbies chances, business partners chances. Doesn't work out? It's all right. You release it. And that's how you're going to get to where you want to get, Emperor. All right? I love you guys. I wish you the very best.